This week on Theme Park Worldwide, the show, we talk about Europe's largest water park set to open at Europa Park. We're also going to talk about a brand new theme park opening this week in Italy. And along with that, we're going to look at some of the UK news, including the Enchanted Village at Alton Towers and the Paramount Park in the UK. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, along with shout-outs, magic moments, merch paradise, and much more. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Theme Park Worldwide, the show, and that means it's time to cue those titles. And once again, a very warm welcome to the latest episode of the show. I hope you're all enjoying Theme Park Worldwide. And well, I know you're all enjoying Theme Park Worldwide. Everything's going really well for the channel at the moment. Lots of new videos coming up, loads of new vlogs. Of course, we had great coverage from Disneyland Paris. That was in last week's video. And the vlogs are now online. The Disneyland vlog part 1. You've also got part 2 and also a vlog from Park Asterix. There'll also be a London vlog which I'm currently putting together, which will be online tomorrow evening. Lots going on, and I'm going to talk more about it in our UK theme park news. We all heard about it and we're all excited about it, but is it going to happen? Well, it looks like it could do. The Paramount Park, which is set to open down south in around 2018-2019, it looks like it's a step closer. So we're talking about this construction starting in autumn 2016. It's going to be located down south at the Swanscombe Peninsula. This is down the River Thames. Now, all sorts of new things have come out about this recently. The fact they've got a sort of a top management team in there now as work takes place. Let's have a look then at the Swanscombe Peninsula. There it is, right in the middle there, the Thames in the background. You can see that is the location where they want to build this 872 acre resort set to rival the likes of Disneyland Paris and be one of the biggest theme parks in Europe if it happens. It's also going to include, well, the biggest water park in Europe if it does get built, which looks absolutely fantastic. Lots of rides, lots of theming, village style area, hotels, and it is going to be a mega resort. 872 acres of brownfield land what's going to be converted. I think it's going to be amazing if it does happen. About 100 people are actually working on concepts for all this at the moment. The London Resort Company Holdings is the founder of this, and it looks like it is going to happen. They've got all the licensing they need from Paramount to use their movies, etc. So it looks like it's all going to be going ahead. They expect the park to have 15 million visitors annually. Another shot there of what it's going to look like if it does happen. A very early concept art, I must add, from when this was first revealed just over a year ago now. But yes, new transport links set to include water transport up the River Thames directly to the site. So it could be a really fantastic project if it happens, as you can see by the images you've seen there. It's quite a nice area, 800 acres is a lot of land, and I really hope this is going to happen. So we're going to closely follow the concept, maybe visit the site in the next year as well, possibly next year if we get even more details. We'll go down to the site, have a look at where it's going to be built, why not, and then we can start our construction videos from there. So yeah, exciting stuff. What do you think of the Paramount Park? Comment below and I'll read them out in the next episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show, which will be online next Tuesday. Also in our UK theme park news then, look at this. Wow. So that there is the fantastic Alton Towers Enchanted Village. But that isn't like a concept art. That is one of the actual lodges. So there's two rooms there in them lodges, two different sort of chalets if you want to call them that. You might think they look quite small, but actually when you see it in person, they're very good size and they're beautifully themed. I mean, look at the roofing on that. You got a nice chimney. It looks like a Hobbit house, doesn't it, with the door and everything. I personally think it looks absolutely fantastic. I don't know what about you guys. Again, comment below. But it looks great. A couple more oranges flicking through there. And obviously we first heard that this had been passed with the planning application back in May 2014. 120 Fairytale Lodges are going to open, so that's 60 of these very buildings are going to be built. Planning permission was passed for 10 tree houses as well, which are going to be built actually on site round the back. Obviously these are sort of flat pack, they're going to be built and then theming will be added round them. but they look brilliant, really impressed there, and I think they're going to be a very resorty feel to Alton Towers, and when they open in March 2015 we'll be there, and they look great. The tree houses have got a hot tub, and we've heard all sorts about them. They look great. They got little rope bridges going over to them, and yeah, going to be really good. So that's actually going to be a show home, what you saw there, where you're going to be able to go in, have a look round, and get the feel for what the Alton Towers Enchanted Village is. And I would say they're going to open it as a booking sort of area as well. If they're getting people tempted to stay, they're going to want to make it a booking area, so I'm sure they will. Absolutely fantastic. The two biggest pieces of news at the moment from the UK there. Of course, Paramount Park, let's hope for that. And of course the Lodges, 100% happening, opening in March 2015 at the Alton Towers Resort. Let's have a little bit of worldwide theme park news, and it's a good one. Now, the Europa Park of Rust in Germany is known to be one of the best theme parks out there in the world. It's got some of the best attractions, and it's also got some brilliant theming and hotels. This is something that's set to continue over the next few years, but along with that is the exciting announcement of the Europa Park water park. If you've never been to Europa Park, here's a little map of where it's going to go. So you've got the village, which is in the far left, just over there. And then you've got the village of Rust, which is very closely connected with Europa Park. It's got the staff accommodation. Also, a lot of the locals there work for the park. They own B&Bs and restaurants and stuff. So they're very close with the local environment. And then you've got the water park, which is being built down here. That's it there. So obviously some fantastic plans there. So what they're looking at here is a 74-acre water park project, which is actually the biggest water park in Europe. So there we go. If Paramount does happen, and that has the biggest in Europe, which one is going to be bigger, Europa's or Paramount's? They're both going to open around the same time, hopefully. But we'll see. Probably Europa's will come a little bit before, I would say. But we're expecting a lazy river, slides of most types going in there, lots of theming, water playground, a bit like the one in Kariba Creek, splash landings at Alton Towers. And there's going to be between 400,000 and 600,000 visitors a year expected. So it's going to be big scale project for Europa. Construction will take 18 to 24 months. It's going to have a cost of over 100 million euros, which is probably about 80 million pounds. Depends on the exchange rate, which is rubbish at the moment. But yeah, wow, a lot of money being spent on this by EP. Up to 5,000 guests a day expected. It's going to be open all year. And the plan to build a monorail connecting the park and this. However, they're now going for a bus route, which is going to be a shuttle bus connecting them, which will be quite handy. They probably didn't go for a monorail because of the impact on the village, I would say, which is fair enough. They want to keep the village sweet, because obviously the park is built literally, it's closer than Alton Towers is to Alton. It's literally on the village, which is cool. So it's going to be very good. Also, a 6th hotel at Europa Park Resort is planned for by the water park, and that'll open slightly after. I mean, this thing, we've got no concept images or anything yet, or any detailed plans. As soon as there is, they'll be in the show. But I'm excited by this. Water parks don't normally do a lot for me. I like my coasters, I like my theme parks and shows. But I'm sure this will be a fantastic investment for Europa Park. And it's something we're going to be following, especially next year as more construction starts to pick up. On Europe's biggest water park, 74 acres. I mean, wow, that's quite big. Okay, another bit of news then for you. And that's Cinecittà World in Rome, Italy. Brand new theme park set to open this week. Again, any Italian viewers, I'm sure there is some of you out there. Cinecittà World, I don't know if I've said that right. It just doesn't sound right to me, but I know it's a cinema theme park, so I think it's Cine. It could be Cinecittà or Cinecittà, I'm not sure. Or it could be something completely different. Anyway, brand new park opening. Let's have a look at some images then. Wow, look at that. Looks fantastic. Great selection of rides. So we'll start off there. You got the drop tower, which looks awesome. Big elephant at the bottom of it as well. Looks good. Then you've got it looks like a bit of a clone to Colossus. It's an Intamin coaster, a bit like Colossus at Thorpe Park, except their own version, with a lot of good theming around. A few other images coming up on your screen then while I talk about it. And this opens on the 24th of July, so this week. That's on Friday, isn't it? And yeah, it opens later this week. Plans for this first came out back in 2009. Not really heard much on it over the time, but there we go. It's now being built, ready to open. I've had a friend who was there recently as well, who says who saw construction and said it's coming on really well. So it's definitely somewhere we'll look at visiting in the next few years here on Theme Park Worldwide. Much like all the parks in Europe, and we'll definitely be out there when we can to go and visit them. There's also a Max Super Splash like Atlantica at Europa Park, and that looks really good there, as you can see by the theming. Looks absolutely awesome. It looks very well themed, better than we expected it to be actually, which is really, really cool. Can't wait to see this. I'm sure it's going to have some shows and stuff as well, some dark rides, some more water rides. And like I say, we'll cover it again in the next few weeks as it opens. That is all for your news this week. Let's have a little bit of Merch Paradise. So yes, it's time for Merch Paradise. Something a little bit different this week, and I've got these placemats from Paulton's Park on the trip earlier in the year. If you've not seen the vlog or the videos, check them out because it was a great trip with our friend of the channel, John Chonick. And there you go, we've got this one, Paulton's Park generic, one of the Edge, which is their version, upside down. If you did go upside down, that'd be quite cool. And one of the wave swinger there as well, which is cool. Let's have a little look at your merchandise then. We've had quite a bit sent in. So first up, we've got Toby Croats, and with a wheel from Voden at Europa Park. Wow, that amazing GCI wooden coaster, one of my favourite coasters out there, and he's got a wheel from it. I'm absolutely jealous. All I've got that relates to that, what relates to Voden, is a piece of wood from it. But there you go, that's my piece of wood. Still smells like Voden, and this was actually from, it says, it's from the first drop bend, that was. There you go, it even tells you, and Europa Park engraved in it. But yeah, I'd love a wheel. I'm quite jealous of that. Obviously I've got a few wheels myself, but yeah, I'd love a wheel from from the wonderful Voden. Ethan Thomas then, with a clipper board from Madame Two Swords. I think we should have one of them here and clip it every time we do the show. Yeah, I love that. Jenny Cousins with a brand new Madame Two Swords mug. Loads of people have been to Madame Two Swords. I haven't got that mug. I was at Madame Two Swords in London the other day and I didn't get it. And so I'll have to get that next time I visit a Madame Two Swords. And finally, you got Jonathan Potts with some Smiler Mints. Is it me or does that look like a pin badge? I was going to say that looks like a badge, but it's actually mints, I've been assured. I've not seen them in the Smiler shop. Not been in there for a while actually, so I'll have to go and check it out, see if there's anything new for here for the World of Theme Parks. But yes, Smiler Mints. If you got any merch, send it in for next Tuesday, guys, and it will be in the show, which will be brought to you from the wonderful Port Aventura.
There's magic moments filled with love.
Time for your magic moments filled with love, and we've got quite a few this week to get through, so I'll kick straight in with the wonderful Adam Sparks. First one, Chessington, the rattlesnake there. Looks like they've got a bit of a special friendship there going on. Oh, how wonderful. Really good ride, one of my first coasters, that, the rattlesnake at Chessington. Thanks for sending it in to Adam. You got Ross Thomas Norman at the Blackpool Tower Eye on the glass floor. I was there as well yesterday, really, really good. I'm sure you enjoyed the updates. And of course, it's a fantastic attraction to go and check out if you've got a Merlin pass. If not, go and try it anyway if you're in Blackpool. It's well worth doing. And you got Jack Lidge on the Flume, Alton Towers, the wonderful classic there. After its re-theme. Looks really, really cool. Then you got someone you might recognise. It's me and the wonderful Joe Beasley from our vlogs. This is us on Apocalypse stand-up at Drayton Manor. First time we've been to Drayton Manor, one of the first rides we'd ever had on Apocalypse. A fantastic Intamin drop tower, really, really good, really fantastic quality. Thanks for sending it in, Joe. You got me and Lucas here on the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Disneyland Paris in the Walt Disney Studios. Last week, it was great to meet Lucas. He's in the vlog, so check out the vlogs, and hi out there to Lucas over in France. It was very good. He goes to school just down the road from Disney, about 10 minutes from Disney. How amazing is that? He can go when he wants, he's got an annual pass. I love that. What a life. And you got Finn Clark, selection of photos coming up there from Drayton Manor. Really, really good. Thanks for sending it in. Adam Moss, 13 on-ride photo. Love the coins there, blocking out the other people as well. That's an interesting way of doing it there. And you got Joseph and Ben on the Smiler, Alton Towers, the wonderful Gerstlauer coaster, the 14 Looper. There we go. Elliot's Horde, told you there was a lot. There we go with me at Alton Towers. Make sure you say hi to me, I'm always on the wonderful turnstiles at Alton Towers. You've got Jack, Andy Lamb 123 and Callum on Rita at Alton Towers, the Intamin launch coaster opened in 2005. Jenny Cousins with Madame Two Swords at the Rock Band. That's where One Direction used to be. Hopefully they've kicked them out because I don't think they should be in Madame Two Swords. I'm only joking to any One Direction fans. I know Lee Wood is, my friend Lee. You know Lee, he loves One Direction. If you're watching, hi Lee, can't wait for next week. And finally, Kerry there with on-ride photos as well. Thanks for sending them in, guys. If you've got any magic moments, I'm sure you know how to do it by now. tweet them in at ThemeParkWW on Twitter. We're now got over 2,000 followers. It's great that you follow us on Twitter. If you haven't, go and check it out. And also on Facebook as well by searching Theme Park Worldwide. Check that out too, where you can send them in via private message. But yeah, make sure you send them in. I love sharing them here on the show. Let's have a few shout outs! Shout out! So it's time for our final section of the show. Hope you've enjoyed it this week. It is time for our shout outs. And the first one goes to Mark Lewis, who managed 399 rides on Megaphobia at Oakwood. Looks like you had a fantastic time there. Thanks everyone for the donations, for just giving as well. But yeah, 399 rides in 4 days. Very, very good there. I'm going to be at Oakwood next week. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Andrew and Lucy Seeley, hi out there to you. You got Jordan C. Lofthouse, Attractions Merch Museum, Brock to Rock, Tom Phillips, Jamie Atkin, Matthew Loft. You've also got that guy who does funny stuff, Angelic1234, Scott Craig 99, 12345670126. I'm so fast at that now. The Ninja Cat 20. You've also got Lily Mae Bailey, Jack Berryman, Stance Lover number 1, Graham Cambridge, Theme Park Callum. Hi out there to you. Sam and Boyfriend. Sam and Boyfriend. You got Jonathan Potts, Theme Park Watchers Tom, Kyle Leach, Rebecca Wingate, Hasbro123 Gaming, Alton Towers AQA, Matt Swain, Toby Chase, Newcastle United. Oh, that's going to go down well. You got E.G. Grierson, UK Theme Park Capital, TG Gamer, Nathan Green, Jack Wright, Tom Haas, Tom Lander, Matt Garnett, Jazz Dragon 01, Adam D, George Slatter, Lily Peachy, Thomas McDonald, Tegan Locke, and Lois Burton Shetwin. I don't know if I said that right. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, as you know. I'm absolutely awful. But thanks for sending them in, guys. Some interesting shout outs there this week. We all love the interesting ones. It's been a great show. We've also got a lot coming up on the channel this week. We've got a vlog from London. We've got some on and off ride videos coming. Check out the past couple of vlogs that have been online. And of course, this weekend we are at Portaventura. Live updates from my favourite coaster, Shambhala. It's White Nights. The park's open all night till 4 AM. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And the show will be online Tuesday, and it will be broadcast from the wonderful Portaventura. Tuesday night, it will be on. It might be on quite late, but it will be on. Make sure you check it out. And it's going to be absolutely fantastic. That's it from me, Shawn Sanbrooke. I'd like to thank you all for your fantastic support here on YouTube, on Twitter and Facebook. Things are really good for Theme Park Worldwide at the moment, and I'm really glad you enjoy everything we're doing. Just building up now, ready for summer, and of course, Scream Park Worldwide's coming this October. It's going to be great. Peak summer now, then Halloween is coming. It's going to be awesome. That's it from me, Shawn Sanbrooke, and that leaves me with one more thing to say. It's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys. Have an awesome week. Enjoy the updates from Portaventura. Shambhala time.